I returned from Pakistan, I was asked by a CTC colleague if I wanted to be, his words, certified in the use of enhanced interrogation techniques. I had never heard that term before. So I said, that sounds like a torture program. He said, it's not a torture program. DOJ approved it and the president signed it. I said, this is a torture program and I don't want anything to do with it. I was the only one who said no. That conversation about torture bothered me very deeply. And then I got passed over for promotion. I just captured Abu Zubaydah with these two hands. And we still thought at the time he was the number 3. And I got passed over for promotion. I went into my boss's office. I was screaming. And he said, in your promotion panel, the director said that you displayed a shocking lack of commitment to counterterrorism. I said, because I won't torture people. Well, I was also friendly with the deputy director of the CIA. And he came up to me. He came up to me one day and he said, he goes like this, your name wasn't on the list. I said, you believe it? And he promoted me with the stroke of a pen, which was incredibly generous. Resigned from the CIA a year later, went into the private sector, and I thought, you know, this torture program is so wrong and so illegal. Somebody's going to say something to the media. And nobody did. And then in December of 2007, ABC News called me. I had never spoken to a journalist before. He had a source who said that I had tortured Abu Zubaydah. I said, absolutely untrue. I was the only person who was kind to Abu Zubaydah. I'll give you your interview. And so we met up at ABC News studios in Washington. I said that the CIA was torturing its prisoners. I said that torture was the official policy of the U.S. government. It was not the result of a rogue. And I said that the policy had been personally approved by the president. The sad irony, I would even call it the sick irony of this whole story, is that I'm the only person who had any connection whatsoever with the CIA's torture program who went to prison. Not because I tortured anybody, but because I blew the whistle on it. The people who came up with the torture are free and rich, I might add. The people who approved the torture are free and rich. The people who carried out the torture are free. The people who covered up the torture are free. I was the only one who went to prison. And honestly, I wouldn't change anything. I'm on the right side of history, and they are not.